The throne for the Queen. Hello, everybody. I'd like to just say I feel very honoured and humbled that TEDx asked me to speak to you all today. It's something that's really made me look back at my life and try and discover how I got to be where I am now. And I think a lot of it was when I was a little girl, and between the ages of 5 and 8, I was bullied. Yes, it went on all those years ago, but in those days, bullying was something that you kept to yourself. You didn't discuss anything when you went home. But in those days, you went home, you took off your school uniform, put your play clothes on, and you were allowed to be a child, and you played. Today, I feel terribly sorry for the youngsters, because they're not allowed to be children anymore, and I feel it's very sad. But the cruelty of life took me through many situations, and I realized, not being as pretty as some people, that affected me greatly as a youngster as well, and it pushed me to the depths with being bullied and ridiculed to go into East Grinstead to try and change the way I looked. And I remember my father saying he was very upset because I had his features, his bad features, and my mother's. I was the youngest child, and I felt like the dustbin one because they both give me their bad features. But therein, that made me look deeper into myself, and I discovered it's not all about what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside of you. And I looked within myself, and I thought, what have I got? I've got a heart. I've got a tongue. And as you can notice, I use it very well. And over the years, I got better and better at it. And I forgot about being pretty. The times that I was told, you look lovely, I can count on 2 hands. But the time I was told, gee, you're a lovely person. But all I ever wanted to be told, God, you're beautiful. And it doesn't happen. And I do understand how the youngsters feel when they're under so much pressure looking at the models and things like that. My life went on, but I was quite a confident person. But I found my sense of humour. And I found that a smile, you put a smile on your face, you can hide behind a smile. And one of the most loveliest things is being able to make other people smile. So when I got cancer, I was very, very angry, and I went for a long walk, and I discovered a naughty word. And I said it all the way round that I walked. And if I tell you it sounds like muck, now if the person next to you didn't smile, just whisper in their ear what it is. But I realised that muck is very appropriate as well, because it is just like having a load of that thrown at you. But anyway, it took me about a month to get my head around it, and I dealt with that. And then going through it, myself and some others discovered there was a missing link from the hospitals and when you walk away from the hospital, and that the missing link is for the emotional side. And believe me, that emotional tumour, if you don't look after that emotional tumour, you do not heal. And we set our amazing charity up. 2 years research and 13 years this year, we have been running our amazing charity, the Pickering Cancer Centre, with all volunteers. We have 37 therapists. I've got at least 28 volunteers. Some of them are in the audience today. And this charity that we've set up, we get people sent to us from the Royal Marsden, from all the hospitals in London. And bearing in mind, this is a little charity in RoyalTunbridgeWells that was set up by members of the community, for the community, to support these people with all the complementary therapies that they can want, with teas and coffees, and a hug, and lots of love, and one of the most valuable things that I've discovered in life is time. To give somebody time is one of the most precious things you can give anybody, especially when they're told they haven't got much time. Believe me, I've held people in my arms, so many people. I've taken on their pain, and I've turned their tears to smile with the support of the most amazing team of volunteers. The Pickering Centre was set up. I might be the face, I might be the voice, but behind me is an amazing team of people, and that is all you need. If the community doesn't look after the community, and God help us all now with the government we're being thrown into, we need to look after each other. And the charities like mine should be everywhere. We're totally self-funding. We raise everything ourselves. We raise the awareness ourselves. And a day like today, I couldn't have bought. It means so much to us at the Pickering Centre. And I just thank absolutely everybody that has been amazing. And when I got cancer the second time, I thought my lovely Dame Kelly got her gold medals. And I was doing a talk for aero dance. And I thought about it, and I thought, do you know what, Polly? Kelly's got her gold medals, and you've got yours. This was 1, and this was 2, because both of them, I conquered it, and I came through it. And I was very lucky to be able to do that. And the second time I got it, we were getting the charity up and running. But we've now started at 1 day a week. We're now 4 days a week. We offer so many therapies you wouldn't believe. You name it, we've got it. And every one of our therapists gives their time free of charge. They are just amazing. And the people that come to the centre, they come from a long way off. You get voices on the telephones with people sobbing, please can we come to you? And the saddest call I ever had, and the most heartbreaking, was a young girl of 28 years old. She was on her own, she was dying, and she said, Polly, please can you help me with my funeral? I have nobody to help me. And this is the sort of work that we do at the Pickering Cancer Drop-In Centre. So please take one of our leaflets, please read it, see the work that's going on in Royal Tunbridge Wells. And the Queen, when I met the Queen, she honoured us, and she was just absolutely amazing, and she's the only person that's ever shut me up. I sat staring at her and her beautiful violet eyes. She's only about this high. And she said, are you all right, my dear? And I thought, no, I'm not. Anyway, she was absolutely adorable. But I shouldn't have been there on my own. I should have been there with the amazing team that we are at the Pickering Centre. It is a team, it's teamwork. And in the audience, I have sponsors, I have volunteers, and I have people that use the centre. And I have to tell you that I discovered another thing about myself. Not only my tongue, which, have you noticed, is my PowerPoint. I don't have any of this paraphernalia. I don't need it, do I? Come on, answer. No, Polly. But also, I discovered I had arms. And I've got arms that can go round and hug. And that's all you need sometimes. I've got hands to dry their tears. And that's all I need. And a heart that's so full of love. I could just love every one of you in this room for buying tickets and supporting us here today. Where's the hook for my neck? He's supposed to drag me off.
At your command, madam. Are you done?
Are you finished with me up there?
They're not, they're too polite to say. Let's have a Polly Taylor.